Alright, so today we are going to be doing back and biceps. I'm going to start off with like stretching and then we'll get straight into it. So let's do it. Okay, so normally I start out with like pull-ups before I start my actual workout. So we're going to do 5 sets of 5. Alright, so we're going to start off with deadlift. I'm going to do 4 sets of 10. Okay, now we are going into barbell row. So we're going to do over as well as under. And we're doing 4 sets of 10 each. And then we're going straight into under. Alright, so now we're on to seated rows. It's the same thing. Most of my workout are going to be 4 sets of 10. So we're going to do that for seated rows. Okay, so now we are on to lat pull down. We're going to do 4 sets of 10. Okay, so now we're on to cable pull down. Same thing, 4 sets of 10. To end my workout on Mondays, I normally do like 10-minute sprints. It's not a full sprint. We do like 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. So you'll sprint for 30 seconds, and I kind of do like a speed of 8 to 10, and then walk for 30 seconds. And I normally try to do at least 6 sets of that, 8. The most I'll go is like 10 sets. And I normally try to get it done within 10 minutes. So I'll probably walk for the first 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, and then I get straight into the sets. Okay, so just got done with my run. We are going to do abs. I normally try to do 10 minutes after each workout every day. I don't always do it, but I try to. I do 5 different exercises, 2 sets each, and I do 30 in each set, so that gives me a total of 300. Alright, let's do it. Just got done with our 10 minutes of abs. I'm tired. But that's normally what I try to do. Try not to go over an hour. I always try my best to be done in an hour. And I typically am, honestly. So yeah. Catch me tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be glutes. Alright guys, so this is going to be day 2 of my workout. I normally focus on glutes. So you'll see a little bit more glute focused workout. I'm going to start off by doing my squats. So for my squats, I do a progressive overload. So I'll start out with a 45 and 20, 45 and a 35 on each side. I think that's where I'm at right now. Actually, I'm probably at 5. So I have 45 and 30 over here. For my 4th set, I am now on 2 plates. I started doing that this month, and I've been doing okay. So let's see. I do element electrolytes. It's just real good. Makes me feel a little bit better. It has like 1,000 milligrams of sodium, has magnesium, I think it's like 60, then 200 milligrams of potassium. Also my muscles, man. I don't really do energy drinks before workout. I know people do that sometimes, but I haven't gotten on that yet. This is my energy. All right. So after my squats, I normally do RDLs. Well, my RDLs, I'm now at whatever the math is. So I have a 45, 25, and a 10. Some days I'll add a 5 for like my last set, depending on how I'm feeling, honestly. Glutes, I would say, is like one of my hardest days of working out. Like, I'm tired. And I'm just on like my second exercise right now. All right, so now we are on to hip thrusts. For my hip thrust, I do 4 sets of 10. I do 345 plus 825 on each side. And then with my sets, it's kind of like a superset. So I do 10 hip thrusts, and then followed into that, I go straight into calf glute bridges. Oh shit! All right, so we're gonna start out with glute bridges. I promise you, I can lift it. It's so heavy. Train toe failure, I guess. Thank God. Okay, so for normally I do my leg press last because it's just relaxing. I'm just laying down on my back, not much. Anyways, but a lot of people is in here, so it was free, so I'm doing it right now. So typically I do 4 sets of 10, and I just do just the one that I feel like work my glutes, just right in the center, a little bit close to the edges. I do 345 and a 25 on each side. All right, we're gonna come all the way down, back up. Try not to lock your knees. So now we are on to Bulgarian split squats. We do 4 sets of 10 for each side. Then we switch legs. All right, now we're gonna do hip abductors. I normally do 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. All right, so we are going into hip abductors, adductors, I should say. So I try to do the same amount of weights that I did for abductors to adductors, even though my abductor is way stronger because of my glutes. But I'm trying to balance because these are hard for me. So I did 120 over there, so I'm gonna do 120 here as well, and I do 4 sets of 10 to 12. Okay, so I am done with my glute workout for today. As I said, normally I try to finish with 10 minutes of abs. That can be weighted abs, just regular abs, bench abs. Kind of do a variety. It's never the same. So I could probably do a whole video showing you guys like different ab routines that I normally do. But yeah, I'm about to do that. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a push day. So we'll see. Bye. All right, guys. So today is my push day. I normally start out with 10 to 15 minutes on the Stairmaster. Then I get into my workout. So we'll do that. Kind of like a warm-up situation. Then I'll take you guys along. All right, guys. So I just got done with my 10 minutes on the Stairmaster. Now, to start out my push day, I normally start with bench press. So I do 4 sets of 10 for my bench press. I do progressive overload. So I start out with 40 on each side. And then for my last set, I go up to like a 45 plate on each side. Let's see how it goes. But let's get started. All right, guys. So we are now on to my last set for my chest press. We are now on 45 each plate. Each plate. 45 on each side. We were on at 40 before, but I decided to go up. Normally, I try to do 10 reps. I'll probably get to 8. But we'll see. I'm going to have my husband spot me just to kind of see if I can actually get to 10, which I have gotten to 10 using a 45, but it's just been a struggle. So I know it's going to be hard. Okay. Maybe for the, huh? I don't need the help off. I think I should be fine going up. I'm okay. Okay right now. Okay. Okay, one more. I'm not helping. Okay, maybe I didn't need a spotter, but I needed it. Just for safety sake. So now we are on to shoulder press. In my shoulder press, I do 4 sets of 10. I am now on 35. So I feel like a big girl. I'm not. All right. So after shoulder press, I normally move on to seated, like elevated. What do you even call that? Okay. So elevated bench press, and I do the same 35 for these. I do 4 sets of 10, and yeah, let's get straight into it. Sometimes I'm actually able to get this up on my own. So let me try. Good, guys. Okay, so now we are on to front raises as well as lateral raises. We'll do 4 sets of 10 for each. But what we'll do is we'll do front raises first, and then we'll go straight into lateral raises. So it's kind of like a superset. Then we're gonna go straight into lateral raises. So we are now getting into tricep dips. At the tricep dips, we're doing 4 sets of 15 of tricep dips. Then we're going straight into incline push-ups. And those we're gonna do 4 sets of 10 as well. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start. And then we're gonna go straight into incline push-ups. I just got done with my push day. It took a little bit longer than I would want. I think just figuring out the whole camera situation is a lot. But normally I try to do 10 minutes abs after each workout. I probably will do this once I get home. I won't get to do it at the gym because it's been like an hour, 20 minutes, guys. So tomorrow is going to be a full body. So I'll check back in with you guys tomorrow and hopefully get you some good content. Thank you. All right, guys, so today's gonna be my full body workout. To do this, I normally start out with stretching, which I did before I got my camera all set up. Next time I'll probably do my stretching in the video. But we start out with overhead press, and it's gonna be 4 sets of 10. Now we are going to go into RDLs, into rows. So we're gonna go down and then up. Alright guys, so now we are gonna get into squats. Make sure that you kind of go away. We do 4 sets of 10 for the squat. For kettlebell, we do 4 sets of 15. So right after you get your squats, you're going straight into the kettlebell. I don't know if you guys can hear me because my back died. So hopefully you can. So we're gonna start off with squats. Alright guys, so this one is going to be a superset. So we're going to start off with push-ups into like half burpees. We're doing 8 of that. Then we're going to do renegade rows, and that's going to be 8 as well. And then we go straight into walkout. What are those called? Walkout into like a burpee kind of situation. Basically like a burpee. So you're doing 3 exercises in the set, and that is considered one. And then you can take a break in between, maybe like a 30-second break in between, but this one's going to be like cardio shorter. So I'll kind of show you guys. So this set, we're going to do push-ups. Into like a burpee. Straight into renegade. Walk out to renegade. And that was 1 set. Now you can take a break. And then 2 more sets of that. For the renegade rows, I said 8, but technically it's 8 on each side. So 16 total if you're doing 1, 2. So just got done with my full body. That was my last set. As you see, I am drenched in sweat. That took me like right around 50 minutes, I would say 49. But this workout is normally intense. So I normally finish with like my 10 minutes of abs, like I tell you. So I'll probably do that after. Not probably. I'm gonna do my 10 minutes of abs after. As you can tell, don't have my microphone because it died it died during my workout. So hopefully the audio is good in this video because of the music and everything. But that was my full body workout. Tomorrow is gonna be glutes, not glutes, actually legs. So it's gonna be more leg focused. You'll still see a few glute stuff, but it's more leg focused compared to like my actual glute workout that was on Sunday. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay guys, so today is gonna be my leg day. I typically start out my leg day by doing some dynamic stretching and then I'll get into my workout. So we just, just do a few stretches just to get your muscles warmed up. All right, guys. So as mentioned today, it's gonna be leg day. I started out with like some dynamic stretches before. Now I'm gonna get into sumo deadlift. All right, guys. So now we are on to hip thrust, and it's gonna be the same thing. So we do like a superset. We do 10 hip thrusts straight into calf glute bridges. And we'll do 10 of that. Okay, now we are on to goblet squats, going straight into sumo squats. We are doing 4 sets of 10 for each. Then we go straight into sumo. And that's going to be 1 set. All right, guys. So now we are on to RDLs. We are doing 4 sets of 10. Okay, that's what I'm tired. I'm going to slowly go down. All right, guys, so now we are on to leg extensions. We do 4 sets of 10, and I go up by 5 for each set. For each rep, I hold for 2 seconds. So I'll go up, 1, 2, down. All right, guys, so now we are on to calf extensions. We are doing 4 sets of 30. All right, guys, so that is the end of my leg day. And that's the last day of my 5-day workout split. I normally try to do my 10-minute ab after each workout, so I'm going to try and get some of those videos like put together for you guys and maybe post that separately just so you can kind of see what I do. But my 5-day workout split, I would definitely recommend to anyone who is trying to lose weight as well as build muscle. If you guys have any questions, just comment down below, like, comment, and subscribe.